Well, I've been having some technical issues today with Facebook, trying to get it to work nicely with me. I don't know what the issue is, but it seems to be working for now. So I'm actually doing a Facebook live video in a different way because Facebook Mentions, which is normally the way I do the live video, is not working tonight. So this is using the regular Facebook app. Hopefully it'll work tonight. We'll see pretty quickly probably with the number of eyeballs if we're having issues or not. But what we're going to be discussing in tonight's video is there's going to be some thunderstorms this holiday weekend. And I feel very confident we're going to see storms during this holiday weekend. But the question that we're going to be discussing is, could any of those storms be strong or severe? So that's going to be tonight's topic of discussion. Could we see any storms as we go through this holiday weekend? Looks like, all right, we're doing okay on the Facebook video. So I'll tell you guys again, I was having problems with Facebook Mentions, which is normally the way that I do these live videos. Seems to be working okay. I'm using the regular Facebook app, so if anybody's having any problems, let me know, but it looks like everybody seems to be doing okay. So I will tell you guys before we start the video that tonight my share goal is to get to 1,000. I think we pretty much know that every night. If we make it to 1,000 shares tonight, 73 consecutive nights above 1,000 shares, which is a huge number. It's been a long time since we have not had 1,000 shares. I would actually have to go back and look at my history to see when the last date that we didn't have them. But I know that we have had 73 in a row where we've made it above 1,000 shares. I want to make it above 1,000 again tonight and make tonight 73. And I'm going to add 2 shares into the mix, by the way, to get to 1,000 shares. If you guys just share the video 5 times each. Remember, you can share the video multiple times. That's the way Facebook works. So you can, share the video several times, and it does indeed count towards the total. So I'm going to add 2 that I can share to, which is WDRB News and WDRB Weather, and my shares are away. So there is complex forecast coming up for part of the weekend, and I will tell you what makes it difficult is going to be timing. Saturday is the day I will tell you that I'm looking at that I find most interesting with respect to severe weather, and that I think as we go through this holiday weekend and as things unfold is probably going to be the player. So that's going to be how we go through this. What we're going to look at is the GFS computer model for Saturday and the European computer model for Saturday. And what we're going to do is see that the way that these computer models are unraveling the progression of this storm on Saturday is really, really, really different. And they both have very distinctly different impacts in the Ohio Valley. So let's start our discussion, and we're going to jump into looking at some of the data, and we will start by looking at what we call the GFS computer model. So as I always try to do whenever we look at computer models, I always want to orient you because it can be hard. I do this stuff every day, so I know what I'm looking at. But what you'll notice here is in the GFS computer model, and this is for, let me start it off on Friday night because I think that's going to be the most important. So this is Kentucky. This is Indiana, here's Illinois, here's Tennessee, and Louisville's located right here. So what you notice late in the day on Friday is the GFS computer model is showing a small cluster of storms, but it shows it at around 7 p.m. on Friday. By midnight, it's moving into the bluegrass part of Kentucky. By Saturday morning, this small area of thunderstorms has now moved into Ohio. And what you see develops behind it is this low pressure, which in the GFS's mind is a distinctly strong low that moves through Illinois. By Saturday afternoon, you can see the GFS is showing no rain within our area. And the problem with that is that would allow us to heat significantly, and you can see the GFS then explodes an area of thunderstorms late in the day on Saturday through Saturday night right across our area. Now, considering the fact that the GFS is not showing any thunderstorms other than Friday night into Saturday morning, it shouldn't surprise you that it's showing outrageous fuel. So these values that you're looking at, here is the legend on the right, the GFS computer model is showing anywhere between 3 and 4,000 units of instability. This purple is over 4,000 units. And I can tell you guys that with the wind energy we have on Saturday, if we saw 4,000 or 5,000 units of instability, let me tell you something, we'd have a lot of severe weather in our area. With that said, we'll now do the same exercise with the European computer model, and we're going to start on Friday. And remember, the GFS computer model showed rain and thunderstorms across our area late in the day on Friday. In fact, at 7 p.m. it had the storms very close to Louisville. The European computer model has that exact same cluster. However, it has that cluster about 300 miles further to the west near St. Louis. And this has a huge impact. That cluster of storms then bursts southward into the high fuel air of Missouri, and the storm complex is much slower. Where the GFS computer model had the rain in Ohio by Saturday morning, the European shows that rain right on top of Louisville. It continues to show clouds and showers through midday, and it lingers showers into the afternoon. And what you will notice is the European computer model then flares that area of strong to severe thunderstorms over southern Tennessee, northern Alabama, northern Mississippi, into Arkansas. So that cluster of thunderstorms is significantly further south on the European computer model on Saturday. And it shouldn't surprise you that since the European rains in the Ohio Valley most of the day on Saturday, it shows very little fuel. However, it shows a ton of fuel from Arkansas, Tennessee, through northern Mississippi and Alabama, where it indeed does have strong to severe thunderstorms. So let me kind of put together what we're looking at within the computer model data. Number one, the day of interest for our holiday weekend is Saturday. Number two, the GFS computer model shows a scenario that keeps the Friday night storms moving quicker and allows the air mass to recover more on Saturday and then bursts into strong to severe thunderstorms late in the day on Saturday. The European computer model is slower, therefore it keeps the rain in longer on Saturday, never allows the atmosphere to destabilize late in the day, and therefore it generates the strong to severe thunderstorms further to the south over Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, and Arkansas. So the bottom line here is, since it's Tuesday and we're talking 4 days into the future, Saturday is a day of interest. And if the thunderstorms clear out during the morning, we are allowed to heat during the afternoon. We will likely see strong to severe in the afternoon on Saturday and evening. So, you know, the bottom line is the Storms Prediction Center is not highlighting our area for a severe weather threat on Saturday. In fact, I'll show you what their wording is. Use the words predictability too low right now for. Actually, I got to say, that is the exact verbiage and words that I would use. And that is, there is a severe threat potentially somewhere within our region, but it is too difficult to say the exact location right now. So I think we should watch Saturday. There is potential for some strong and severe thunderstorms within our area, and I think of all the days in the next 7, that's probably the day that we would have to watch the closest. So that's kind of our discussion for tonight. As always, I know we're going to have a lot of questions. What I would request is that if you guys are going to ask questions, please let's focus only on the severe threat as we go towards the weekend. I know that everybody's going to be asking rain chances on every day for the holiday weekend, but I'll tell you guys, we'll be discussing that on WDRB News at 10. What I would like to discuss in this one is severe prospects. Let me update you guys on where we are in our shares right now. We're at 399 shares. So how do we get to 1,000? 3 shares from everybody in here, and we'll make it over 1,000 shares for the 73rd consecutive night. If you're probably thinking that sounds like a lot of nights in a row, you're exactly right. That is a lot, and I don't want it to end tonight. So let's open it up to questions, guys. Lori Wells is asking, is there a tornado threat? You know, the truth is 4 days into the future, with computer models showing a massive, massive difference, it would be unwise to try to dial in specific threats, considering that the threats may not even be within the Ohio Valley. Over 120 shares from Mary. Thank you, Mary. After you guys share the video 3 times, comment down below so I can give you guys a shout out. Sarah Ford is asking for a shout out for Josh Westerfield on his 30th birthday. Josh, congratulations. 30 is an awesome birthday. I'm 42. I loved my 30th birthday. I loved my 40th, and I have found that every year seems to get better. Maybe it's my illusion and that I want to believe that, but 30 is a great, great birthday. Congratulations, and I hope you have a wonderful birthday, my friend. Gladys with 3 shares. Thumbs up to you, Gladys. Rhonda's saying the rain's killing me. Rhonda, I will say this, and everybody remember, when it comes to the summer, if you don't get rain in the early part of the summer, let me tell you something, late spring and early summer, you will have drought and you will get hot. So I refer to spring rains as paying it forward. It basically is putting some rain in the bank as we go towards the warmest part of the season, and it is super, super important for us not having a really hot summer. So the rain, I know, is messing up a lot of people that are allergic to mold. I'm one of them. But it is a paying it forward scenario. Jennifer with 3 shares, thank you. Asked how old I am. I am 42. Joanne saying, school's out in Springfield. Summertime. Caleb saying his allergies are crazy. Grass pollen is just really, really rough right now. I have struggled this spring, but it's been rough. Diane saying, just finished mowing, I'm ready. 70th birthdays are pretty awesome too out of E-Town. Bonnie with 3 shares. Thank you, Bonnie. Marie saying she loves how I teach so much about the weather, and I appreciate that, guys. You know, it's interesting. I'll tell you a true story. When I got into TV, what I was told by the consultants, and what we have are consultants that basically try to advise on what you as viewers want. And what the consultants told me is don't give so much detail. The viewer wants you to dumb it down. The viewer only wants you to talk about the 7-day forecast. And I'm like, that's not me though. I don't want to do that. And I felt like that sometimes people don't give you guys enough credit. That, yeah, I get that some people only want the 7-day, but that's not everybody. Some people are weather geeks. There's a huge community that likes to get more information, that finds weather fascinating and likes to learn some of the details of it. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try to do it this way. And if it doesn't work, I'll try to find another career. Fortunately, I live in a weather-savvy area in Kentuckiana here where we have a 4-season world where we get big snow, we get big severe weather, we get big heat, we can have large-scale thunderstorms in the summer. So the area here is a versed area that seems to enjoy weather. So fortunately for me, I decided I was going to do it my way. The good thing is that you guys obviously seem to enjoy it. And I appreciate that. You know, I got recently, somebody told me that another person that does weather, they kind of just had a little negative to say about me. That somebody said that they liked watching Marc Weinberg, and they said, yeah, if you want a weather class, but most people don't want that. And it kind of got back to me because it's a small business. It always does. But you know what? I think there are a lot of people that like weather class, and I think we see on a nightly basis with our numbers on Facebook and our numbers on TV that you guys do enjoy the science of meteorology, and I'm glad, because otherwise I'd be unemployed. 5 shares from Glasgow from Anita. Thank you, Anita. Let me update you guys on our shares. We are sitting at about 500. So you guys need to get active on the shares. To get up over 1,000, guys, we've got 13 minutes left. This is where I need you to step on the gas. Let's get it above 1,000 shares. If you guys are weather geeks like I am, like the video. If you guys are weather geeks like I am, share the video. Invite your friends in. Say, hey, if you're a weather geek, come watch Mark. You'll enjoy it. He geeks out every night when it comes to weather. We're sitting at 588 shares, so I need another 2 to 3 shares from each of you guys to make it. Paula's saying she loves weather class. Teach more, please. Susie's saying the fact that we educate is why she watches us, and I appreciate that. David's saying loves our posts. I appreciate that. D with a like times 3. Thank you. Betsy's saying she enjoys understanding the why on how it all happens. A share from Suzanne. Thank you. Rebecca's looking for Canada, Alberta, Canada weather. If you can be specific, I can give you some info. I tend to focus specifically within my viewing area, which is Kentucky and Indiana, but obviously I'm a meteorologist and can look at weather basically anywhere in the country. Christy with 215 shares, that's awesome. Caleb Proud saying women love weather geeks. Marita with 10 shares and 20 invites, thank you. 7 shares from Kelly, thank you. Linda saying I'm the best, thank you, I appreciate that. Danny saying the motorcyclists love me, I appreciate that, thank you. Paul is saying she'll be in Madison tomorrow. What's the forecast for tomorrow? Doesn't look like a nice forecast. Rain will increase during the day. Will Shields with up to 300 shares. Thank you, Will. Jessica saying her birthday is on Sunday. There's going to be some showers on Sunday, but that is highly dependent on how Saturday unfolds. Stephen saying enjoys the weather lessons. Thank you. Rosie's saying that I'm the only weather person to watch. Thank you. I appreciate that. Rebecca's saying she loves our show. We appreciate that. Thank you. Kimberly's asking about any rain for Akron. Tonight, no. Tomorrow, yes. Teresa's saying she lives in Russell Springs, Kentucky, and loves our channel, and she trusts us. Thank you. Paul is saying 5 more shares. Thank you. Alex asked a good question. How do we know the instability, where it comes from, and what affects it? So instability is a twofold thing. So you have to think about the atmosphere as being this continuous layer that goes upward as you go higher up into the atmosphere. So instability in a short way can be described as cold aloft, hot at the surface. So those two combined are the ways that you have instability and you create more of it. So if you have the same temperature at the surface and make it way colder aloft, instability goes up. If you have the same surface at the temperature and it warms a ton in the mid-levels, instability goes down. Same thing at the surface. If the temperature cools at the surface and everything stays the same aloft, the instability goes down. If the temperature at the surface increases and everything stays the same aloft, your instability goes up. So warmth at the surface and cold aloft create instability. 7 shares from Paula. Thank you. Michael says, I'm the best meteorologist in Kentucky. I appreciate that, Kentuckiana. Let me update you guys on where we stand on our shares. Jacob's asking, don't ban him for asking over and over. Jacob, I missed the question, so I'll try if I see it. Michelle with 5 more shares, thank you. You get a thumbs up. After 5 shares, let me know, guys. I'll give you a thumbs up. Trisha with 10 shares, thumbs up. Thank you. A share from Jacqueline, thank you. Remember, our goal tonight, guys, is to get over 1,000. We're sitting at 749. All right, we're starting to run out of time. We got about 5 minutes left in our Facebook Live video. We have not made it to 1,000 shares yet. We're lacking by 250. I need 2 shares from everybody in here to get us up over 1,000 for the 73rd consecutive night, and I won't take no for an answer. Let's not end our streak on a serious note. It took us 72 nights to get to this level. Let's not end it tonight. Another 250 shares. Jacob's asking about weather data for the Northern Hemisphere. Jacob, you could get that data basically anywhere. DuPage, Next Generation Weather Lab has Northern Hemisphere. I mean, basically anywhere. You can get weather data for the Northern Hemisphere virtually anywhere. There's no cutoff. It goes right to the North Pole. Caleb's saying, thank you for feeding my geekiness. Kirsten with a share, thank you. And by the way, you're welcome, Caleb. And don't forget, you need to work on getting the meteorology degree. You can do it. 25 from Erica, more shares. Thank you. Christy with 2 more shares. Thank you. Let me give you a thumbs up there. 10 shares from Marie out of Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Thank you. I will actually be near Fort Campbell, Kentucky on August the 21st. I will be in Hopkinsville for the Great American Total Solar Eclipse. And I can't wait. That is going to be an awesome day. Glad is saying, like that I have a good sense of humor. You know, the funny thing is that people actually think that I'm like probably a loudmouth and I talk a lot. People that know me will tell you that I'm actually a really quiet person, that I'm actually one of those people that stays in the corner. I don't really talk a lot, to be honest. I kind of keep to myself. But, you know, in my job, I obviously actually have to talk a lot. But in real life, when I'm not on TV, I'm actually a fairly quiet person. Brian's asking about Monday morning tea time. If you're talking about Memorial Day, Brian, I think you got a good shot of getting that in. 10 plus shares from Jeannie. She's a weather geek. Thank you. Maria's saying, oh my goodness, I'd love to see you. Actually, I mean, I live here, obviously. I'm out and about all the time. Things I normally do, well, I've been furnishing my house, so I've been shopping for furniture lately. Too much. I'm a big kid. So I do things like I go to kart country sometimes. I'll go to J-Town to those go-karts. I love Climb Nulu. I've been down there a couple times, which is really fun. You'll see me sometimes on the walking bridge in downtown Louisville. I love walking over that. I'm a gym rat, so I'm at the gym pretty regularly. I work on my cars, so in that sense, I'm in my garage laying on the floor quite a bit. Kind of the stuff you'll see me around doing. Trish saying, totally looking forward to the eclipse. It is, it's going to be amazing. Joey asking if I work on classic cars. No, I work on newer cars. And I love all cars for what it's worth, but I tend to work on Euro or JDM. Japanese is what I've worked on for better part of 20 years now. So I feel like at 42 now, I feel like my days of wrenching cars may be getting behind me. It feels like it just is tiring, you know. Now I'm just like, you know what, just fix it. Because, and then the other thing is, once your friends find out you know how to work on cars, everybody asks you to work on cars. So, you know. We're 980 shares, guys. We got 4 minutes left in our Facebook Live video. I need you guys to share a bunch. Sometimes the numbers can be off down here, so let's get it to 1,100. That way we have no question. Let me tell you guys what I'm going to be discussing on WDRB News at 10. It's great outside right now, isn't it? Doesn't last. Get ready. Tomorrow, rain, thunderstorms. Some of that rain can be heavy at times, moves into the area. I'm going to talk about when you should expect the heaviest, who could see some thunder, lightning, and whether anything would be a problem for tomorrow on WDRB News at 10 o'clock. 10:22. As we move towards the later parts of this week, we've got the rain chance Wednesday. I'm going to talk about some improvements and when warmer returns to the area on WDRB News at 10:22. And then on WDRB News at 10:37, this is a huge holiday weekend. Yes, Memorial Day weekend, the unofficial start to summer. It's cold. We're going to have highs tomorrow that are cool in the 60s. Are we going to see warmer for the holiday weekend? Yes. But I also think it comes with thunderstorms. And I'm going to talk about recap on latest data, thunderstorm prospects for Saturday. Could anything be strong or severe? Moving through the weekend, when you should expect during this Memorial Day weekend, 84, partly cloudy, low humidity. Some nice. And potentially an inch of rain also. So this holiday weekend's got quite a few swings that I'll be discussing on WDRB News at 10:37. So I know you guys are busy. I find it easy if I tell you guys tune in at 10, 10:22, and 10:37. That way you can get your weather information and go about your business. You can DVR your program, pause it for a second, jump over, watch me do the weather, and get back to your program with little or no effort. So I always try to tell you guys when I'm going to be on. We're sitting at 10:45 on the shares. We've got 2 minutes left. Let's just bust it out over 1,100 real quickly just so we make sure that if the Facebook numbers are wrong, we still stay up over 1,000 shares. Alex Flock asked if we've made it to 90 yet this year. No 90 yet this year. We made it to 89 on Saturday. Bloomington Beth said it's 59. Chilly. That's the cool that's heading in our direction. Kayla's asking for a shout out. Done, Kayla. You got it. Let me refresh one more time. We've got a minute and a half, so 90 seconds for you guys to share. Share once, share twice, share many times. Remember, you can share as many times as you want, actually. The algorithm allows those to count. So we're sitting at 10:49 on the shares. Kate saying she enjoys, she likes my tie. I appreciate that. Hey, Chris. Chris Wilson's in here tonight. Chris saying we can make it to 1,100 easy. We need 50 more shares, and we're up over 1,100 to make it a guarantee. Amber saying I was late tonight, but she gave me a share. Thank you. Evelyn saying she's glad that we do these videos, and I appreciate you guys supporting. It's interesting. We were the one that really started this Facebook Live video, and what you'll notice is you'll see that there's a lot of people that are trying to copy what we have in here. With that said, I think we prove night in, night out the success that we have here, and it's not anything I do. It's just that you guys are awesome. Yeah, night in, night out, you guys are awesome. You really are. Storms on Sunday, possibility. We'll go into more detail on that on WDRB News at 10 o'clock. Let me do one last update on the shares. We're at 1085. We'll make it. So, guys, give me another 15 shares. We'll get up over 1,100. I'm going to rest my voice for a little while. I will be back on WDRB News at 10. Remember, Facebook Live is important. We reach a lot of you guys in a different way, but remember, the TV is the most important thing, and that's, for me, how I make a business, how I make a living. So please, guys, support me on TV, WDRB News at 10, 10:22, and 10:37. I'm going to rest my voice for a little while. If you enjoy these, please continue to like, love, and share even after the video ends, and I will see you guys at 10 o'clock.